Most business coaches aren't actually business coaches, and let me explain why. Hi, my name is AJ. I've been in the business consulting coaching space in some way for the last 15 years. I was actually a beneficiary of it. One of my largest companies I've ever grown was a business coaching and consulting services in the wellness space and fitness space, and I'm here to tell you that most business coaches are a red flag, and I want to tell you why. So, in the online world, right, a lot of people end up investing in these business coaches, and they want to sell other things, right? They want to sell fitness coaching, they want to sell life coaching, they want to sell spiritual coaching or speaking coaching or marketing coaching. And what they do is oftentimes they get a couple of big wins, and so maybe they make 5, 10, 20,000 bucks in a month, and they're like super excited, right? And that's really great. Like, you should celebrate that, and that is something to be respected, and that is something to be celebrated for sure. But the challenge is that they bump into the challenges that are different going from 0 to 1 as it is going from 1 to 2 or 2 to 10. And so they've run into challenges with maybe fulfillment or offering services or hiring people to support them in supporting their clients. And what a lot of people who go into the coaching space, what ends up happening is they, instead of fixing those problems, they just want to do something new, right? It's painful to be told what you're doing is not working, or what you're doing is stalled, or they feel stuck. And so maybe they were a fitness coach helping people lose weight, and then they had a couple people say, hey, I'm not losing weight, and now they're stressed out and they're like, I just need to start over. I need to. And then so what often ends up happening is they look to their advisor, their coach, and they're like, well, my coach is making this much money, so I need to be a business coach just like them, right? And that might be the case. You might need to be a business coach in your life, but I think the problem is it's that these people are failing at what they're doing, and so they're changing their business completely. And then what's happening is they're now advising other people on their business, and they're essentially people who have maybe failed at their business. Now, this isn't all people. This is not all business coaches. I'm not telling you business coaches are bad or wrong, but many, if not most of them, are red flaggy at best, right? There's a couple exceptions that make the rule, but I would be nervous if you're looking at somebody who identifies as a business coach who has not grown a business and who maybe still doesn't operate a business while they're coaching you, right? If their only business is coaching you, that's a problem in my mind, because they haven't actually shown that they can succeed in anything but that. And that's how you end up with all these people who coach coaches, who coach coaches, who coach coaches, and then they coach on coaching, right? It's almost a pyramid scheme. It's not. It's more just people being like, oh, I can't make money with my fitness coaching business, so instead, I'm just gonna sell hope to people who wish they were not poor, right? That's unfortunately what it is. And what they think is, oh, I made $10,000 in revenue in a month, so I built a 6-figure business. Look, I'm qualified to do that. I think if you talk to business owners who aren't in this weird internet space, you'll realize that $10,000 a month is not that's better than zero. You celebrate all your wins, but that's not that crazy. There's a bakery down right below my house here that is probably doing 200,000 a month, and they don't even celebrate that, because there are margins, there are costs to running a business. But I think with coaching, because it's a service business, the margins are so high that a lot of people end up thinking, oh yeah, this is just my money. If I do 10,000 in revenue, I have 10,000 in my pocket, forgetting that it costs money to operate a business at the bare minimum, right? At the bare minimum, you're paying things like taxes, right? But you're also probably paying for tools, employees, contractors, support. You have to mitigate yourself against refund requests and things like that. That's going to eventually happen, right? And I think because people get these huge windfalls in the coaching space, they just want more quote easy money. And so what they do is they go find people who are desperate to get out of their situation, and they're like, cool, buy my $10,000 program. And if they find 1 or 2 people gullible enough to take you up on that in a month, Well, now they're living their best life, right? And they really don't have to fulfill on anything. Maybe you'll get to talk to them once a month is the best thing. So I didn't originally make this to thinking I was going to be shitting on business coaches, but I do think it's like most of them are cringe, and you should be careful with them. There are entire channels dedicated to people shitting all over business coaches, and I've had really great ones, but I've had more shitty ones that have been a huge waste of money. So I'm probably slightly projecting. But yeah, that's sort of my feeling on business coaches is like if they don't have a business right now, right this second that they are running and operating, I typically would say you should be afraid of working with them, right? You shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. I mean, that's just what it is. You should be engaging people who are actually doing the thing you want to do. And yeah, like I said, there's exceptions, but man, it's kind of like hiring a basketball coach who has never played basketball. Maybe they were good at soccer. You're like, okay, well, like you can maybe help me, but like you've never done basketball. And I think the business coach's rebuttal to this will be like, well, every great athlete had a coach, right? And maybe I'm not really good at running a business, but I'm really good at coaching people. And again, there's maybe exceptions to that, but in my experience, most of these people are just doing it because they want to be rich and they don't want to work. Like, and none of us do. Hey, I don't want to work and I want to continue to make money, but like it's the driving force behind what are you going to do to get there. And I think in their instance they're going to sell hope, where a lot of other people's instances are going to develop a service or product that really helps people. So yeah, that's my is that the hottest take I've ever had? I'm usually pretty soft, so I think that's maybe hot. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I would love to see, hey, business coach here, fuck you, AJ, or something like that. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please share your experience with it, because I don't think you're alone if you're somebody who's been burned by these coaches. I'm one who's done it, and I've also been on the other side where I'm advising companies. So I kind of get it from both angles. But yeah, that's kind of where I live. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.